Polymorphism in C++. What is polymorphism? Polymorphism means having many forms. So in simple word we can define polymorphism as the ability of the message to be displayed in more than one form. For example, a person at the same time can have different characters, right? Like a man at the same time he can act like a father, husband and employee. So a same person possesses different behavior in different situations. This is called polymorphism. Polymorphism have two types. One is compiler time polymorphism, another one is runtime polymorphism. In compile time polymorphism, we discuss about two type of overloading. One is function overloading and another one is operator overloading. In runtime polymorphism, we discuss about the virtual function. So, in this session, we are going to discuss about the overloading concept. In overloading, we are going to discuss about two types. One is constructor overloading and method overloading. Now we can get into the code blocks programs. Okay, so we can start example with constructor overloading. So here the program, C++ program, we are going to design a class shape with different data member volume and three overloaded member functions to find the volume of cube, cuboid and code. Okay, so here we are going to use a constructor overloading so that we have to print the volume of three shapes. Okay, so already we know what is meant by constructor, right? The class name itself given for the function name, right? So when you are going to create the object for the particular class, at that time the constructor will be get initiated so that the memory space will be get allocated. Okay, so here the class name is nothing but shape, right? So this shape name I'm using as a function name. See here it's immediately highlighted. So when I click the shape, see here this is the function, this is one function I had given, this is the second function and this is the third function and this is the fourth function. So here this function will be, that is this class name itself I had given as the function name. So this concept is called as the constructor. Also the shape I had given in different time. Okay, so different times I'm utilizing this shape function. So already the shape is constructor, so number of times I'm using this shape function, I can call this as a constructor overloading. So how it will be differentiate is by giving different type of data types and different count of variables inside the constructor, we can able to differentiate it. Okay, so for as of now we can see this shape. So in shape I didn't pass any arguments at all. In this second one I had used only one argument. In the third shape I had used 1 2 3 arguments here. In the next one I had used two arguments. So here according to this different type of arguments and different count of arguments, we can able to differentiate the count of the constructors what we are going to use. And next one is about void display. Display is nothing but the normal functions we are going to use. Okay, so within the class we have 1 2 3 4 functions with the same name. Also we call this as a constructors because all those things had given in the name of class name. And next one is about the void display. So this is normal function I had given inside the class. Next, out of the class I'm writing the main function. In main function I have to give the value for the variables what I had declared inside the constructors. Also we can able to call each and every constructors. Okay, so here the first thing is I'm going to execute the concept of cube. So here I'm going to get input only one variable data I'm going to get as an input. So shape, cube is nothing but what? One object. So shape is the class, cube is the object name, and I am going to pass one value inside the what? Inside the constructor. Okay, through the constructor I'm going to pass. So cube dot display. So display is another one function I'm calling. So when I'm going to create the object for the particular class shape, so already we had created given this cube as the name of what constructor. So immediately the space will be get allocated and then it will be start executing. And next one is about the cuboid. In cuboid I had used three variable. So this three variable given as the parameter inside the object. So when I call, this is the nothing but class name. So for the class I'm creating one object name as cuboid, and this cuboid going to give the value for the length, width and height. So whatever data I'm going to give inside, so this will be passed to the, it will be checking for the particular constructor. So for example I'm giving this cuboid length, width, height. So we can know this cuboid having how many variables? 3. So length, width, height. So it will be checked for the constructor, the shape constructor here. See 1 2 3 we are having. So this, so the value what you are going to pass will be coming to this function only. So this function will be activated and this will be executing and the volume will be get stored for this constructor. Now what will be happen? I'm asking to print the cuboid dot display. So now the value is stored for the display. So now this volume will be displayed here. Okay, and here next one is about the cone. So for the cone I'm going to get two data as a input, nothing but the radius and cone height. So using the cin I'm getting input for radius and the cone height. And next one is about the shape. Shape is nothing but the class. For the class I'm creating the object cone and giving two value for the variables radius and cone height. So when the compiler reach this line, it will be jump to the constructor which have holding the two parameters. So which one having two parameters? So this one having the two parameters. So the value according to that the volume will be calculated and it will be get stored. The value will be stored in the volume. So when the particular void dot display is executed, nothing but here the cone dot display. So when the line reached by the compiler, it will be run towards the to the function name void display. Now this will be start executing. So the volume will be displayed. Just we can see the output for this program. Okay. So enter the side of the cube. For example, I'm giving 2. Only one input I'm going to give. Here I want to enter the length, width and height. For example, I'm entering 2, 3 and 4. So the answer is nothing but 24. Read the radius and height of the cone. So 5 and 7 I'm giving. So only two data only I have to give as input. So I'm getting some